Okay, we've got this 43 Vestel Polaroid Part 2, which is turning out to be more fun than it's worth, unless I'm an idiot. Okay, if you saw part 1 that I did this afternoon, you'll know what this is all about. We well, hopefully you saw it. Go and watch it, otherwise it'll be weird. But we put a test set of backlights on this and everything lit up. When you don't put a test set of backlights on this and I press the button, which I'm doing now, you will see in a second, backlights come on, but they go off and they don't come on again. There was a blown capacitor on the backlight side on the other board, but I found another board, so it's still going off. So Vestel with 2 faults. Every television I've had recently seems to have 2 faults. How bizarre. So we're going to strip down to the backlight. So excuse me while I put some lights on and unplug. This is not what you would call a fantastically designed TV. Everything's a bit wobbly and loose and weird, but have I got some screws here? I do believe I have. No. There are holes for screws, but there are no screws. Okay, oh, well, I took the back off, didn't I? So maybe that was holding it on as well. Right, so let me take this off, which is the oofra doofra. I don't think there's anything else I have to take off. I am going to take the speakers off because they're really annoying. Don't have to take that off. But the speakers just fall out. And that to me is annoying. But of course, the other annoying thing about speakers is actually getting to the clip and plug. Come on, Vestel, there's got to be a better way than all this. All the wires just thrown together in here. So, because I've taken the back off, what's that? Another piece of tape? That's all ready to come off. I've got one clip left on and it don't want to go. There's no tape there. Well, that only took an hour and a half. Okay, I'll put it here. Let's hope I've not cracked it trying to force it open, but it looks fine. No, I didn't wear gloves, not for a Vestel. Well, not for this one anyway. It's coming off nice and nice. Okay, what backlights do you think we've got in here then? We've got those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 21 backlights. Vestel used to put more in their 32-inch. No, they didn't. They put 2 strips of 11, didn't they? Anyway, la-di-da. Let's just plug it in and see what it's doing. See if we can see a backlight out straight away. I don't think it's going to be a connection issue. Could be. But connection issues tend to not come on at all. And then when you clean them, everything's fine and rosy. Oh, this is going to be in standby now, isn't it? And I'm going to have to put the doofer back on. I'm using all the technical terms today, you will notice. Doofer. Super doofer. Here it is. Right. We're in standby. Switch on. Do they all come on, or is there 1 or 2 out? They all come on. But then they go off. Do you know? It still could be that other power supply. That other power supply can have a duff capacitor on the same circuit after all this. After all this. Let me switch on. Well, it stayed on a bit longer this time. Oh, come on. Well, actually, it's good to have them on a bit longer. Let's just see if anything happens. Because the last time I did get them to stay on for a bit, they started flashing after a while, and that could indicate one duff one somewhere. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Can you see that? No circuit board in these. No circuit board in these. Just those horrible, horrible wires. Let me get my tester out just to see if one is running at a higher current than the other. That's all of them lighting up, obviously, and we're taking 18.9. 18.9. Okay, let's try over here. All of them lit up, and we're taking 18.9. This could be that bloody capacitor. On 2 boards? Well, why would I have a board there? And this one's taking 18.9. Load them all up, it's taking 56. I roll it up, as you could see. Maybe you can't see because everything is really bright. Yeah, 56.3, and every single one's on. I can't find a duff one. Let's just do the top two. 37.6, and the top one. $18.9. Let me just hold on for a bit, just in case one of these backlights starts flashing. Okay, lights coming back on. I know I did the test with the backlights earlier, but I only tested it with 2 strips. Shall we test this with 2 strips? Shall we block one out? Let's test it with 2 strips. Let's short one out. So there's the test points on the end. Here's my bit of wire. So this strip shouldn't come on now. We're bypassing here. And it should just be these 2. What do I need to do? Do I need to plug the backlights back in? Yes, I do. Now what does this tell us if these come on and stay on and don't flicker? Well, it tells us it could be this strip. That's the faulty one, but I doubt it. Or it could be the power supply. Ooh, here we go, look. We're going to do it to all 3 to eliminate, just in case it's a strip. I think we possibly have to, don't we? I think we have to. Okay, we've now bypassed the middle strip. So we're talking about 14 strips. 14 LEDs. How many LEDs were on my test set earlier? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we saw it handle 14 very well earlier, so surely that tells us that the problem is on an LED strip. So if they start flashing now, does that tell us that the fault is on the top strip of the LEDs? Switch it on. It's beginning to look like I've got two faulty power supply boards. Maybe with the same fault, maybe it's the capacitor. We know that the one I took out earlier has got a Dove capacitor because there it is. Let's stick a new capacitor in and see if that changes anything. So I found about 5 or 6 boards that are exactly the same. I don't even know the model number of this board. Is it a 62? IPS 62? Blimey, I can't see. Yes, 17 IPS 62. What have I got here? 17 IPS 62. But every single one of these boards that I've got, I've had the capacitor taken out. The same capacitor. So what does that tell you? Tells you that these boards are rubbish. I wonder if this is the same. Ending 1201. Yes. Again, exactly the same board. Do they still only have one model? That's the third one of these that I found. Okay, well, this cap is loose as a goose. But I'm going to stick this one in and see what happens. So just give me a minute to sort out this board. Okay, that's that nice and sturdy again. These boards must be dead cheap on eBay, because there's got to be billions of them. So if they start flickering and flashing with this board, what does that tell us? 3 power supplies, all identical, that can't power up the backlights. It's got to be the backlights, but we said that earlier. I say we. Once again, I'm getting nothing. No standby light. Is there something else up with that board? Holy mama. I should have just swapped the caps over. Okay. Let me take out this capacitor and stick it in the other board that we know is working before it gets too complicated. Sometimes you get electronics, obviously TVs in this particular case, that even though you've got all the experience and you should know and be able to sort it out in 5 minutes, sometimes some units come up and bite you on the bum and just say, no, you've got no idea what's going on here, mate. At the moment I haven't. My original diagnosis, of course, was that capacitor, because it was obviously bulged. So why didn't the new power supply work? Right, so plug it in. Does the standby come back? And it does. Switch it on. Does anything go bang? We get all the backlights back on. This doesn't have a splash screen, so they should stay on. If they start flickering now, it's got to be the backlights. I don't think it is. They're staying on, aren't they? They're staying on. Just need a bit more time. So both replacement boards had capacitor problem. Well, the original board had a capacitor problem. The replacement board had a capacitor problem. The second replacement board, or the third replacement board, just had got loads of problems. That's staying on, isn't it? It was a capacitor. So why didn't I just replace the capacitor when I saw it this morning? That's all I had to do, is just replace the capacitor. The reason why the test lights stayed on is, well, I don't really know, because there were fewer backlights, not so much stress on the cap. Can't see it myself, but maybe. I think we're still recording. 1 hour and 10 minutes on this part. I think this has taken about an hour and a half. It's just ridiculous. An hour and a half for a capacitor. An hour and a half for a capacitor. That's how good I am. Right. Have I got everything plugged in right? Let's switch a few things off. You watch the backlights not come on now. Oh, well, we've got the backlights on, but we ain't got a picture. That'll do, won't it? Oh, we've got half a picture. That'll do, won't it? Yeah. I'll only charge half price. Don't think I've got that one in right. So I'll put it in here first. I'm going to offer 4 ounces of sherbet lemons to anyone that realises what I'm doing wrong here. 4 ounces of sherbet lemons. Come on, that's tuppence. Wow. Thank you. That's all I needed. No, it's not in. It is not in. Now it's in, but I don't know if you can tell, there's just a minor kink. They're supposed to be nice and flat, but it's a minor kink because it's got to be offset a bit. I don't know. Well, I do know, but I don't want to upset the Vestel Supporters Club that have their annual meeting down at the Frog and Budget. But they're just making it more and more difficult to, and that speaker's not gone in still. Anyway, the speakers are going to fall out again. Actually, no, they haven't this time. Right. Sorry, I'm talking to myself and not looking at the camera. Well, I don't look at the camera, but you know what I mean. This just seems to have taken an absolute age to, you know, sort out. Right, we're going to get both sides coming on now. No, we're not. What?
And 4 ounces of sherbet lemons will be given to you in the comments if you told me that.
I did that side. And of course it's this side, isn't it? Well, that side doesn't look too bad. Yeah, it wasn't in. It is now. Don't need the remote, just press the button. Well, I've got the backlights repaired anyway. Now I've got no picture. Or does it just take a time to come up? I've got no picture. Oh, there we go. After all that, do not buy Vestel TVs from Asda. Do not buy Polaroid from Asda. Because I now think they're coming off my list of repairs. Anyway, I've got to edit this video down to a reasonable length, and I'm not going to be able to. I mean, at the end of the day, it's my fault. It was just a capacitor. It was just a capacitor. But I faffed about and went down rabbit holes, which I always do. I need a cup of coffee. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.